this is Jenna Williams. I'm a member of the Falcons football agency, and you're watching Big Stone Television. Stay tuned.
All right.
You are my healer, you are my keeper, my restorer, my life giver. You are the living God, though. Is there no one like you? No one can love me like you do, God. No one can help me like you help me, Lord. You are the living God, though. Is there no one like you? Ekueme, ekueme, oh. Ekueme, ekueme, oh. You are the living God, though. Is there no one like you?
A very pleasant good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am at 3 Deanery Road. I'm here with the Falcon Football Agency with the coach, Emanuel. Today, we're going to show you some of our players, our star players, because in July they embark on a trip overseas and we need your help, we need your sponsorship. So you're going to hear from some of the team members. You're going to hear from Malik, Janelle, Demari, and Javel, and of course, Emanuel, the coach. Please stay tuned as we embark upon this very important journey, because it is important to have youngsters. And when we have youngsters like this who are interested in a particular sport, it is very important for us as adults or us as sponsors to give them your all so that they can make their community proud, they can make themselves proud, and of course they can make others want to be a part of the Falcons Football Agency. I'm here now with Coach Emanuel. Welcome to Big Stone Television. Now tell us about Falcon Football Agency.
Falcons Football Agency started 2015 right here at 3 Deanery Road.
Okay.
Idea is about helping the youth of the community in its getting them off the street, seeing the talent that they have, to express that talent, show that talent, not just to the world. And we have a set of players, both male and female, starting at the age of 9 to 23 years old. And they've been doing quite well so far. Like I said, we're seeking sponsors because we're going July 11th until the 19th to Cuba, mini tournament. And it is something that's imperative that we get the help because the talent is there. There's a lot of talent and we don't want it to go astray. We know what happens if they don't get the help.
I have to commend you, Emmanuel, because I know you're not being paid.
No,
I know this is something voluntary. And when we can have an adult who is willing to work without a stipend, without a salary, in order to help our youngsters. And I'm particularly happy today because we have a young female, so we have a wide spectrum of what the football is, not just closed off to male, but we have female on the team, just to show a young lady that, hey, if Janelle can do it, then I can do it as well. We're going to start over here. Your name is Demari. You are? Malik. You are Janelle. And you are Javine. I'm going to start with the woman first because, you know, female come first. Janelle, first of all, how old are you?
17 years old.
You're 17. Was football your first choice?
Yeah, football was always my first choice. Even though I can sing and dance at the same time, but I always choose football over anything else.
Wow. You know, it's a very strenuous sport. You can get hurt in the process, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I can, but to prevent myself from getting hurt, I have to like defend myself.
And practice your craft very well.
Yes, sir.
You attend a particular school?
I used to play for Trinity, but they stopped playing the girls football team, so I'm not playing for any school now. I'm playing for the Falcons football agency.
You're wholeheartedly with the team now, which is good. Javine.
Yes. So I started playing. I joined the football. I joined Falcons late down in March, and football was always something that I really wanted to do. And I attended Excelsior High School, joined out for the monitor for Excelsior, which is something that is really good for me. And now also playing for Falcons at the same time.
Great, great, great. Now you are looking as if you're the youngest on the team, or youngest of the group. Tell us your name. Damari Anderson. Why you joined the Falcon football team? You love the sport. And
always loved the football. When I grew up, I used to come right here and watch the games before I used to see. That's where I learned to
so it's always been a passion of yours. So who you want to become? Who are some of the footballers that you, on the international level, that you aspire to be? Lionel Messi. He's one of the best, so you're striving to touch me. So on to Mbappe. My brother, you, state your name.
Malik Ferguson.
Malik Ferguson.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I would say about football.
Yes, man.
Okay, I would say I grew up in an era where I don't play football. I grew up in an era where football wasn't popular until I moved to a specific era called Dunkirk in 2012, where I started playing football from there because basically it was like national anthem. And I started playing football, started playing cricket as well, but football was like the number one choice there. So I started out from there, from primary school, and playing football, coming up to high school, until I was playing 2017, 16 year. Meet Emanuel, invited me over to come play for Falcons. Meanwhile, I was in the process and playing for Blanca as well. So basically, I was over there and over here. So from there on, always at inside. Followed sometime and so on. I was still there. One foundation, not big foundation.
Not big foundation.
Yeah.
You know what I admire though with your team, with from Javel over to Janelle, to Malik and to Damari, all of them are well spoken. You know, and a lot of people saying, oh, how them come from the ghetto and them chat so bad. Everybody speak in such a language that I'm enthused, I'm very elated.
I'm a good teacher.
Emmanuel wants to take it all, ladies
Not
and
at all.
gentlemen. But I guess it starts at home, and we have to commend the parents, because when you have children like these, you know, and when you listen just to the way they talk, they could have easily be talking street talk, but they're well spoken, you know, and I'm very, very happy that the sponsors will see that if they invest $1.5 million, $2 million for this team to go to Cuba in July, they know that their money will be well spent, and we don't have a bunch of idlers that just in it because they can get some sweets and they can fly in an aircraft and so on and so forth. So I'm very happy that everybody's upkey, up-tempered, and well spoken. What has the team done since its existence in terms of trophies, championships, etc.?
Well, we have played in a lot of corner leagues, I would say, cup games, practice games, exhibition games. We've won trophies in 60-side, 80-side, 90-side competition. Our win rate, by the way, is about 85%.
Wow.
Compared to draw or losing. Right? Players, at times, they seem somewhat tardy in attitude and everything. Once you're on the field,
They just get right into it and it's business as usual.
Yes, they really impress and they really go and do what I ask of them. So this is one of the reasons why I have the passion to stick with it.
Most definitely. Janelle,
Yes, sir.
are you the only female on the team, or there are other females
Currently
playing with you?
now, I was say yes. But there's other players who was here before me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
How do you feel to be the only female on the team playing with some aggressive male and so on?
I mean, it's great. At the same time, they're not aggressive.
Okay.
At the same time, they're not serious.
Okay.
Some of them not serious, some of them serious. But at the same time, I feel great playing with them.
Mhm.
I get a better experience
Mhm.
playing with boys because back then I used to play with boys a lot.
Okay. So you learn the tricks and the training and
tricks and the
matches back to
trainings and
business
everything.
and so on.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel playing with a female on the team? You,
Well, ever since
the welcomer?
What? Ever since we started the Falcons,
Yeah.
females are always there.
Okay, so
Females are always
she's
there.
not the first one
So
then.
basically, she's not the first. I played rough female.
And you play rough sometimes.
Yeah.
Wow, so we have to commend Janelle for standing up. So my brother over there, playing with the females, what are your thoughts on that? You think we should have a team exclusively for women and a team exclusively for men?
I would say yes, because football is not just for only men alone, because there always have female that have good techniques and good skills as male. So I would say yes, it's supposed to go for both male and female.
So Coach Emanuel, is it acceptable if you take a team of what the team consists of?
Well, for Cuba, it is male.
Okay.
It's not a mixed team.
Okay.
But there are other ventures that are undertaking the female, both male and female. Because come the fall, I'm undertaking a set of work to you.
Okay.
Yes. So working at that seriously, day and night, and it's positive. The response has been very, very positive.
One question I must ask, because you do this what? How many times a week you train?
3 times now.
And I know like water and refreshments and so on. How do you go along trying to get refreshments and so on? Because you can't have a player who is dehydrated on the team or hungry. So how do you do that? Who do you get that kind of resource from?
Well, I go around and I ask. Sometimes we get these, sometimes we don't. Most of the time we don't.
I'm not wrong if you use the word beg, do you
no,
know?
I am getting to that.
Okay.
Oh, and I have no problem
In begging.
begging.
Yes.
If it means I have to go wash a car or a truck or a bike
Wow.
to get it from my purse, I will, and I've done that.
I guess.
So it's one of those things that this goes beyond money, because the money will come. And it's just to have the players coming together and get serious and say, yes, we can do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I must say, as you see, I'm not in the very best of health, but I'm a community person. I believe in living for the sake of others. Currently, I am a little bit under the weather, but I said Emanuel asked me to do this, and I know it's very important, not just for Emanuel, but for the team. And even if they have to lift me up on a stretcher, July is very close by, and we need to get this out as early as possible. Hence, I am here. No excuse talking about, man, I'm not feeling so well and so on. The job has to be done, and it must be done. I'm asking, as a guardian, as a humanitarian, as a philanthropist, I am begging you to assist the coach and the team. I have a friend by the name of Siddiq Williams. He runs a crowdfunding platform. It's like a GoFunding platform. But instead of you use the terminology GoFunding, we said crowdfunding. It's Caribbean based, and I think to start a platform for something like this, it will be very, very important, because now we can put up a site where we put up programs like these, interviews like these, people from all over the world who wants to help, because there's a lot of people that wants to contribute, but they want to make sure that the hard-earned dollar is put to use. We don't want to give $2 million to a coach and then Janelle can't find a pair of football boots or Malachi can't find a pair of boots, and the coach is sporting a BMW and Mercedes-Benz. They want to see firsthand where the money is going. But there are a lot of people all over the world, and I must commend them, and I've asked them on many occasions. You notice that I could have done the interview with just me and you, but I said I wanted the world to see a synopsis of what the team looked like. You know, we have the brother over there, the sister over here, another brother over here, and another brother over here, and it's a good look. You know, makes people say, well, these little young one, you know, we can see a little one, because with what is happening in Jamaica, the crime is spiraling out of control. We're seeing youngsters as young as him, older you now, 14 years old, being charged with a crime of murder, or being murdered themselves. So when you can grasp their attention and have them focused like a donkey with blinders to say that, hey, this is what I want to do with my life, I'm not into the badness, but I want sports, the gun, and so on. People out there will help you. So as soon as we conclude this interview, I'm going to call my friend Siddiqui, speak with him, give him all the necessities, and as early as tomorrow, we're going to start the crowdfunding platform so that we can raise money for you. Go ahead.
One thing I must say, and I continue to say, I'm never ever going to give up on my goals. They know that. The world should know that. And whatever it is that I say and that I set out to do, I will do it. And they will come when one of my goals will be paid.
Most definitely. And there's no doubt it's going to be Janelle or Jabe or Damari or Malaka. So it could be anybody on this team, or it could be all four of your players, right? We are here because we live for the sake of others. And it's an honor for me to sit down with four bright youngsters and have a conversation, because they have a future. I'm 66 years old, 67 in July. And the future is not guaranteed for me for more than another 5 or 10 years or so. Hopefully I can live another 20 years or 30 years. But there's no future here. But for them, it's fresh. And I want to know that I played my part as a senior citizen in helping them gain the okay? Janelle, I'm going to be picking on you.
Okay, sir.
What would you say to other young females like yourself in getting involved with a teamwork? Because, you know, it's the team that makes the dream work. Yes.
For me, my presentation, I would say females like me can play football as opposed to like stick to their sports. Don't let their guardians or their peers tell them they can't do this, you're not good at this. Like, you have to like motivate them to ensure that, yeah, they're playing the games, they're playing the sports right, they're playing the game right, come to train every day, exercise, what they got to do, they can't bring them down saying they're not going to do this, they're not going to do it live. Like, no, I don't like hearing that. I like to hear my parents say, yeah, good at this, keep going, keep practicing, instead of badness, instead of trouble and everything. Just focus on football, focus on your sport.
Great, I love that. What a response. What a response. You, as the youngest of the team, I want you to speak up so that we can capture you on the camera loud enough to say what you're saying. What would you say to a youngster like yourself in wanting to join the team and becoming a part?
I would say, don't pick up bad knees. If you see a sport that they like, or if you see something that they like to go off the edge of it, yeah, best. That's what I don't know what I'm saying. 14-year-old, 15-year-old, or no kid that's under 18 or above 18 with people by the side. Looking at a life sentence or killing or robbing.
Okay, what do you have to say, my brother? How old are you, by the way?
20 years.
You're 20.
Yes.
So you're a little bit more mature than the rest of your team players. What do you have to say as the eldest, other than Emanuel being the eldest? What do you have to say to youngsters who wants to come in but they know they have to mingle with people who are younger than them? and there are certain things that they're going to have to endure.
I would say, best thing, set a goal and go for your goal. Make sure it's the right thing you're doing, and always do the right thing at all time. Non-stop until you get that goal. Make sure it's you have a nice life, like everybody else. Basically, everybody wants a big car and live in a big house. And if you want to have that life, you have to do the right thing.
You have to
work for it.
work. Yeah.
Yes. So if you don't push out your arm, you don't expect to get much.
Exactly. You're not the last, but I want to hear from you. What do you say to someone who have an interest and want to be a part of the Falcons football?
Well, I would say that if football is something that you really look up to, you must always follow that goal, follow your dreams, and it's not something hard to do. Because if you want to play football, you can, and do not go there and do something that is really bad, and you know that that's not something that you do not want to do in life. So.
Powerful. You have brothers and sisters in your family?
Yes, I have a little sister.
You have brothers and sisters in your
I
family?
have 3 sisters.
Oh, you have 3 sisters. Well, I'm so happy. I know I should have done this before, but as you know, I've been doing so many other things, and I'm so happy that today is the day. As a matter of fact, there goes the mayor. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Big Stone Television. Today we are blessed. The Falcon football team is blessed to have an entrepreneur, a lay magistrate judge, a justice of the peace, a philanthropist, a man who has been living for the sake of others. Who am I talking about? None other than Heru Shakamusa Menede. Heru, thank you for being here. I know you're not scheduled to be a part of this football team, but anything to do with our youngsters, the youths, you're always willing to lend a hand. How have you been, sir?
I've been doing well so far, and it's really a glad and opportune moment for me to be here. As you said earlier in your preamble, that from it is the youths, I want to be a part of it. As our motto, living for the sake of others, mean we try to help in any way that we can, and especially our youths, because the Bible told you and remind you that we must train up a child in the way to go, so as an adult, from those ways the child will not depart. And we know that the children are our future, so we have to look after them.
The Falcon football team. I was told by the coach Emanuel that you're no stranger to the team. Tell us of your involvement with the team.
Well, it goes a far way, and anytime he has a problem, he would talk to me and seek my advice, and I'm always willing to share it with him. I've also pointed him in directions that he could go to seek some assistance for this football agency. And as we know, the Falcon agency is a great agency, and I would encourage anyone out there seeing this video to listen to what the youths are saying and to assist them in their aspirations to become great footballers in the likes of a Pele, or closer a Maradona, or closer still, I'm not too conversant with some of the no names in football, but to encourage them and ensure that you assist them financially in getting to their goals. You know, when one is productive, as in the old time saying, devil find work for idle hands. So when we can point these children in the right direction, your assistance will be putting Jamaica on the map again. As you know, Jamaica is a name brand country. So assist where you can. Blessed Lord.
You know they're looking for money to go overseas in July to the tune of about $2 million. Now you have sat as a lay magistrate on many of benches and you have tried cases where there's a lot of young, misguided youths in front of your court. In reaching out to others, how can you equate to say that, hey, if we don't look out for our youngsters now, then you're going to have to face these youngsters in making a determination whether they go free or they go to jail? How would you reach out to people and speak about that?
Well, as we say, children live what they learn. And if you teach them bad habits, whether in the community or in the home, the children are going to grow with those bad habits. We as adults must ensure that we are good role models for the children. It is our responsibility. They did not ask to be here. We brought them into the world. They are our responsibility until they become adults. And we have to ensure that we give them the proper tools and ensure that we are there to support them.
As a lay magistrate, judge, what is the youngest youth you've seen come in front of you, and for what crime?
Well, as you know, within the communities, gang war is one of the things that is most prominent. And as young as 14, children will get involved in gangs and they end up fighting, stabbing, as you see what is happening in our schools today. And this is why I cannot stress it enough. We as adults must be good role models. We must be able to point them in the right direction. And we must intervene anytime we see a dispute happening. Because whatever we do, it will happen over and over if we don't stop it. Break the bad habits. So we have to intervene and ensure that they don't end up in the courts or end up in prison.
Imparting, what would you say to a sponsor in regards to looking funding for the Falcon Football Agency?
Your money will be well spent. When you spend on these children, the Falcon Football Agency, when the coach Emanuel has taken his time out without pay, I will stress, to mold these children and to guide them in the right direction, your financial assistance will assuredly go a far way, and it will make your company proud to know that you helped Janelle to become a world star footballer.
Thank you so much, Edward. You could not have said it any better. Ladies and gentlemen, don't touch it down. Big Stone Television will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Big Stone Television. We have just heard from Eru I Shakamusa Menel. Very dear friend of mine, very articulate, well spoken, and of course, as you know, he lived for the sake of others. And he took his time out just to be a part of this, because he knows his funding is very important. They need almost $2 million to go to Cuba in July, and we're asking you to assist them. Over to Coach Emanuel. Emanuel.
Yes, sir.
I am so proud of you. I am more so proud of your team, your agency, because I see discipline demonstrated here today. I see intelligence demonstrated here today. And I see tolerance demonstrated here today. In closing, where can we find the Falcon Football Agency?
We're located at 3D as they call it, House of Drive in Vineyard Town.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here talking with Coach Emanuel Edwards. And I must say, Emanuel Edwards, that I love your team, I love your agency. I love the fact that they're well disciplined. These are some youngsters that I would put my money. I already placed my time, so that tells me that it was well spent. Is there a social media platform that we can link to? Tell us where you're located, a phone number, and your social media platform where you can be located.
Well, we're located at 3 Dinero Road. We call House of Drive, Vineyard Town. There's a phone number 876-700-228. Also WhatsApp.
Tell us your social media platform. Are you on Instagram, Twitter?
We're on TikTok.
Okay.
It's Falcons falcontfootballagency629@gmail.com.
Okay, so that's your TikTok account. So what about Instagram? What about Facebook? What about
Falcons
YouTube?
Football Agency? We're on Facebook, Falcons Football Agency.
Okay. Now you need all these platforms because a lot of people, if they want to donate some money, they might not want to go to your crowdfunding platform. They might want to get in touch with you personally because you have some people that don't want other people to know that they're making $1 million donation for whatever reasons. You understand? They like to be silent givers. It was a wonderful time for me to come here with your team. I enjoyed myself immensely. I think everybody represent themselves very well. And I know that they're going to come back with some medals and some trophies. And of course, they're going to make you proud and they're going to make Jamaica proud. Anything you want to say? Say hello to anyone in party. You know, I'm not for one to mommy. Then you go mommy party camera make sure you know.
Yeah, shout out to my mother, she's coming all the way. Make sure we get everything I want. That's it. So, shout out to everybody who sponsor me. Shout out to everybody who sponsor the team. So, they're going to Cuba and base to come back with the trophy. That's it.
Well, I would like to say shout out to my mother, my stepfather, and also a shout out to my girlfriend. That's
Right.
really nice.
Big up. Janelle?
I want to shout out to my 9 months carrier for believing in me, for being there beside me, helping me train every day to become great. Shout out to my friends and to my coach, Emanuel, and to the football team, to the teammates.
Okay.
I want to say a big shout out to my mom and everyone that's going to support us towards to go to Cuba, and a shout out to the Falcon teams and my coach as well.
Last word is with you, Emanuel.
Well, first and foremost, shout out to my wonderful wife, my beautiful baby, my mommy, my sisters, my team, management staff, all the supporters at 3 Dino Road, 7 Basic, Country Farmhouse, Internet Cafe, all the people who supported me from the start who are still here with me from thick and thin. I just want to say thank you for everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I had a wonderful time speaking with the team of the Falcon Football Agency. And of course, the coach, Emanuel Edwards, I think he's doing a remarkable job. I'm impressed. And I want you to dig deep. There will be a crowdfunding address placed at the end of this video and below the video in the description area. And I want you to come here and support this. This means a lot to me. I remember when I was a youngster, it was the adults and people who don't even know me that helped me to become who I am today. So, thank you so much for watching, and please dig deep and help the Falcon Football Agency. Thank you so much for watching. And I want to big up my friend for stopping by, Eru I Shakamusa. Thank you so much.